If you're an athlete or do any kind of regular sport, then the video that I've got today is just for you. Obviously, as an athlete, what you want to do is to avoid injury. If you get injured, this can seriously impact upon your training schedule and cause you to be really kind of frustrated and annoyed that this has happened to you. You obviously want to kind of get back up and running as soon as possible. So Qigong is a really good method to employ in order to avoid injury. And the video that I'm going to show you today is a specific stretch which is really helpful for lower back, groin and hamstrings. So those areas are all quite common areas where people who do regular sport can pick up injuries. My name is Janice Tucker and I'm a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine and medical Qigong. I'm also the founder of the Space to Relax online program of Qigong video lessons. And just before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button so that you can receive regular health enhancing tips and videos from me on that YouTube channel. So as an athlete, why do you bother stretching? Most of you hopefully do that before you head out and do any exercise. But as you know, stretching is a really good way to help you to firstly warm up the muscles, so to promote the flow of blood into the muscles, but also from a Chinese medicine and Qigong point of view, it promotes the flow of qi or energy into those muscles, so will help you to perform better as well. The other benefit of stretching is that because your muscles are kind of loosened up and warmed up, it will help you to avoid injury. So by practicing simple Qigong exercises, which are stretching movements, but also by using the mind and the breath, then you can actually stretch in a more mindful way, in a much more effective way, in order to help promote that flow of blood even more into your muscles and reduce the risk of injury even more. So the clip I'm going to show you next is, as I said, it's a hamstring, groin and lower back stretch, which is taken from an exercise called the E-tie stretches. And what the E-tie stretches do is they release what's called turbid or waist qi from all the joints, from the head right down to the toes. So I'm just going to show you the kind of middle section, which involves the back, hamstring and groin area. But once you release this turbid qi, then what can happen is that your body feels much clearer, much cleaner. You've got rid of the kind of waste stuff. And once you've got rid of that waste qi, then you'll find that the muscles tend to also be less stiff after exercise as well, because there's not as much of the waste product hanging around in the muscles themselves. And each of the movements can be performed in multiples of 3, 6 or 9. And I'd advise you just to start with doing 3 to each side, as you'll see in the clip that's coming up. And then you can gradually build it up depending on your own ability and the time that you've got available. And then stepping out to the side for the stretch going down the backs of the legs. So again, as you come forward now, what you're going to be thinking of is the lower back and then going down the whole of the backs of the legs to feel the stretch. So your mind is opening up the channels of qi flow all the way down the backs of the legs, and you should really feel a stretch in the hamstrings as well. So coming down, feeling that stretch. And then as you go over to one side, you may feel the stretch a little bit more in the groin, so thinking down the inside of the legs as well. And then to the other side, thinking down the inside of the other leg. So the mind this whole time is really working down the backs and the insides of the legs. Now at this point you're bending the knees, and here your mind is scooping up qi from the earth, so drawing more qi in. Breathing in and then breathing out, pushing qi down to stop you getting dizzy. And here now, gathering qi into Dantian. Spreading that qi with your mind round to your lower back and your kidney area. And then as you lean back, thinking of stretching the channels of chi flow going down the front of the body into the fronts of the thighs. And then as you come upright here with your mind, the chi is returning back to Dantian. And then coming forwards, thinking down the backs of the legs. The important point to note for this Qigong stretch is to pay attention to 3 elements. So not just the body, but also the mind and the breath. So make sure that these 3 are united together, and this will give you the best result from this stretch. So this is really mindful stretching, not just simple physical stretching. It's very different from just a regular physical exercise. And then breathing out, pushing the chi down. Then drawing the chi into Dantian. Spreading the chi with your mind round to your back and your kidneys. And then stretching and opening up the channels of chi flow down the fronts of the legs. And so if you enjoyed performing that exercise, and hopefully you did it along with me, if not, rewind and do it again, then head over to my homepage, which is spacetorelax.com. And there you'll see that you can sign up for a free 3-part video series. And that will be delivered to your email over the course of around a week. So there are 3 great lessons in there with some really helpful tips on how to breathe properly, which you can use as an athlete for your exercise, but also a couple of really nice movements and a discharge to get rid of that turbid chi that I was talking about earlier. Then if you want to take it a step further and really get into your Qigong, which would be enormously helpful for performance and avoiding injury, then you could sign up for my Space to Relax paid membership program, and there'll be details about that in the emails which follow the free video series. The second thing you can do is head over to Facebook and join my free group, which is a Space to Relax free Qigong group, and there I post regular videos, articles, information on Qigong, mindfulness, stretching, exercises that would be really helpful for you. And also as an athlete, I'm sure you know the mindset is very important, so there's a lot of information on that page about how to calm your mind. And the third thing is, don't forget, if you haven't done so already, head over to YouTube and hit the red subscribe button to sign up for my YouTube channel, and then you won't miss any regular videos that I post. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give the video a like and comment and let me know how you found that stretch. Did you find it easier than when you're just doing a purely physical stretch by employing the mind and the breath? I look forward to seeing you in the next video.